Good morning and welcome to Ewetopia Farms. We take a peek at the rams before we go inside the barn for the day. They just got fed. It's a little warmer, but the wind is really bad. We were hoping to move sheep today, but if you can see our yard, it's totally ice covered. So we'll see how that goes today. Anyway, let's go in the barn and see what's happening in here today. Someone mentioned they weren't sure which one Cookie was in the videos, and this one right here in the middle, I think it's 52 on her back or 92, whatever. That's Cookie. That's Annie over here. Annie stands out a little more. Cookie is right smack dab in the middle. She's a really good nurser and her legs are straightening out really nicely. And Annie's a super nurser. See, she's popped her bottle right out. She's finished her bottle before even some of the big ones. Now she's knocking everyone else off so she can find another bottle. That's the survival instinct. And those two are done. So, and they're back together. That's Cookie and Annie. Cookie and Annie are going to go over to the coverall soon because they're drinking the bottle so well. We got a load of white sheep going over, and I'm going to put them in that group. There's Cookie. And Annie. Trying to walk away, but they follow me everywhere. So you can see them. Okay. I can't get a good view of you guys because you're right on me. I just can't get a good photo of you. I try to run away and they just follow me. Anyway, that's the best I can do for a Cookie and Annie today. That's the young group of Suffolks. As you can see this morning, there's even more lambs in the creep pen. So they're just starting to catch on now too. And the big guys, I'm doing salt and minerals, so I put my scoop on the ground to video and they all check that out because they don't miss a beat. Hey guys, is that salt and mineral? Sure is. Sure is. And these guys, some of them, you can see they have a little squeeze as they go through the creep pen right now, the little doorway there. But these guys are starting to catch on, so when mummies are eating, they run over here and they do their eating in their spot. And then of course Dorset mums are eating. Dorsets seem to be famous for stealing or catching mums when they're eating. I don't even know if they're stealing or if it's their actual mum, but they seem to do this more than Suffolks do. The nursing off the mums while they're eating. But most of the big guys and these guys are catching up, so I can start to call them big guys, although Jerry makes everybody look small. Hey Jerry. Oh, and I've been liking this number 15 ram, and so I went this morning and checked to see if he was a purebred, because I like the number 9, but his face is a little too woolly. That number 15 has a pure bare face, and I checked his records, and he is definitely a registered bull sheep, so that's good for me. Might hold him back as a keeper, and actually We might use one of these ram lambs from Hamish to replace Hamish, because we bought Hamish from a sale, and they had cut the wool off his face, and if I showed you him now, he looks like a Southdown. He's got so much wool on his face, and we don't like that at all, at all, at all, at all. So we do like his body, and he's thrown some really nice lambs like this one. These are mostly Hamish's lambs, so I'll give him credit for that. But here's his number 9 ram, which he's a phenomenal ram. But unless, I don't know Dorset's, I have no experience with the woolly face, so I don't know if that will fall off. If it falls off, then I'm fine with it. But if not, I'll sell him as a commercial ram. He's a fantastic ram. He's just not, I want the breed characteristics to be carried through. So what we'll do is we'll find 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 that we think are above average rams in here from Hamish, without wool on their face, and we'll hold them back and grow them on and see if they grow on good enough to replace Hamish, and then we will sell Hamish on as well. Gotta improve. These are all the girls that are due to start lambing in a week. We've been moving them across the yard because it's been icy, and we especially don't want pregnant ewes falling down, but we really don't like to move them this close to lambing either, because it's a stress on them, and some of them could drop a lamb. It's not likely because we're pretty quiet, but with the ice it would have been really stressful. So we're doing an experiment today. We had some bales of hay that were going rotten, so we're unrolling them in the yard from the barn, this barn, the coverall, all the way to the barn that they're going to around the corner. I think he's going to do one more strip, so it'll be a fairly wide strip. And actually, when you stand on it, like, the ice is just terrible because it's got a watery coating on top of it too. But when you walk on it, it's actually quite solid. So as long as they're not freaked out by all this, I think this could work pretty slick. Not slick as in falling down, but slick as we made it safely. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed on this because we got a lot of sheep moving to do today, and that will be the bulk of our video. Okay, so this is running really well. Max! Come on, Ben, good boy! Well, now we know how to solve the ice problem. Now you're going to have a hard time driving in this with your truck. Stay there. Okay, so this barn is going to be jam-packed. 1, 2, 3, 10, 14. So we got them all crowded in here right now, but these guys, the white group, are going over to the pen. We got rams to move. So we'll sort them around, and then we'll come back and get these ewes into smaller groups so that they have way more space. And then we'll be all set up before the rain and again the brutal cold temperatures are coming back again this weekend. So hopefully we'll get all that done quickly. So now we're trying to move the rams over. They were a lot harder to move. But they're here. Oh, and the ewes are happy about it. Okay, so these guys are going to the back of this barn. That's where they're going to stay for a while. We wanted to do this job before lunch because we got you guys! Okay, they're all excited now because they have a huge area to run in and no ice. Well, now you get to see how nice the rams are, how they've turned out. But they're going to go the back half of the barn, and those yearling Suffolks are going to come to the front. So we just got to set some gates up and hope nobody jumps over the feeder here. You guys, don't fight. Come on, let's go back. Let's go back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, 44. To the back. Come on. Come on. Now the big guy's over. That took an hour. No, actually it took 5 minutes. So now almost everyone is sorted. And now we get to go for lunch. Okay, now we've rounded up the Dorset, and Annie and Crookie are going into this group. And they're going to be loading up to go into the coverall now. These moms are a little crazy. I would have thought these guys would go tearing on. Go on. All on. It's a big load. Annie and Crookie are in Dorset coverall now. And they're learning where their new feeder is. So today the barns have been turned around quite a bit. This pen here is where the yearling Suffolks used to be. Now we got a whole group of Dorsets in here. Plus Crookie and Annie. Because they're more in the age range of these guys, and I didn't want them overpowered by the Suffolk group. So this group is starting to fill up. And then this, we put some of the other bottle babies, the Suffolk bottle babies, in here with Hunchy. This is Hunchy's group. So this barn is all mums and lambs now. We're gonna have Dorsets on this side, the whole side, front and back, and Suffolks on this side. And as you know, we're into the other coverall as well with suffix. We've set up new bottle feeders for them in the creep area in the new barns. And we've just started to put some creep out for these guys, so Annie and Cookie and Kevin and Karen can start eating creep feed, and Arnie's gonna get some nice hay in there tonight. The middle coverall now has our Dorset ewes that need the haircut and are gonna be breeding. These are our fall mothers. And in this side, we've got the big guys, the big rams up front. And at the back, we've got 44 and his crew on the other half of the divider. We don't want to mix them up just yet because these boys at the front are an awful lot bigger. But it's dinner time, so that's why all the noise. And in the third coverall, we've taken down the wall for the yearling ewes. So they'll be happy. So they got temporarily, until this barn fills up, they've got full run of this whole half. They'll like that. More exercise, and there's actually a better drinker in this pen. This is where the Dorset rams used to be. So they're looking pretty happy. And then on this side, you know, we're just starting the next Suffolk group in here. So these are the really young Suffolk lambs. And that mom that was sick, she's running to get her grain. She's feeling perfect now. And at the very back are the Dorset lambs that we held back. So all these barns are totally done differently, and we'll head over to the main barn and I'll show you how that one looks now. But extremely busy day for us today, moving all these sheep, but we got it all done and the rain held off and nobody fell down, and at least we're ready now. We're set. And even the little guys, you see, they're up on their platform. Well, right now they're not nibbling, but there they go. They're nibbling away at that. So now in the main barn, things are changed around too. We've got a new misfit pen forming. I shouldn't call it the misfit pen. It's the watch pen, where I'm not 100% sure about the lambs or moms or whatever the problem is. So when they're in here, I can watch them better. So we got a couple in here now. And we got sheep and jugs. This one just had this lamb this morning. This mom just had a lamb about a couple hours ago. She's just one, and she's rejecting it. So we're trying to force it onto her. Doesn't usually work, but we're gonna try again. So in all of sheep farming, this is what makes me most upset. A mother that has a perfectly healthy lamb. She's a first timer. She should be a good mom. It should be no problem. But she wants nothing to do with this lamb. She's been hitting it. We're gonna try. It won't take a bottle. Everything's bad about this one. The lamb, of course, wants to nurse. We're hoping. We've held her a few times to let the lamb nurse, to make her come to her milk and feel what it's like to be a mother. But she's not too friendly. This is the ewe with Droopy. Droopy still is Droopy. And he dribbles from one side of his mouth, but he will take a bottle now, and he does suck off Mom. But I have to hold the bottle so that it doesn't come out one side. There, that Mom just knocked that lamb over. Smarten up. Smarten up. If she starts hitting it, we will remove the lamb. We may tie her up too. See if that helps. But Droopy's doing better. This is a pain in the neck for us, but at least he's going to heroic efforts to try to be normal. And Mom is a really nice, quiet ewe, so that's now nice. These barns are all different at the back. This is they're all jam-packed. All Suffolks, and this barn is full of Suffolks too, except for that little Dorset group up front that have still to lamb. Hi, sweetheart. But we're back to like square one with the barns really full. That's how we were a month ago. Well, for us that was like a non-stop, unbelievably busy day. Gotta go make dinner now. We'll have a couple hours off, and then it'll be back to the barns at 9 o'clock, feeding and checking on the sheep again. So yeah, we're getting tired. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we'll call it into this episode at Ewetopia Farms, and hope you'll join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.